Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Steve and today I'm going to do a walk around video presentation for you of this fantastic 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV Aspire. Absolutely fantastic car. Starting at the front of the vehicle, we'll go through all the features for you, safety wise as well. And from the front here, you can see nice open grille here, which is where our front radar actually comes through from, which I'll go through that more in detail for the forward collision mitigation inside. But you can see nice condition across the front of the bar. We've got our really nice HID headlights there with our little washer jets in the front bar. Down on the bottom there we've got our fog lamps there too with the nice chrome surround and our really nice chrome grille across the front of the car here. Now having a look at the paintwork for you today, a couple of stone chips on the front of the bonnet there that have been touched up by the look of it, and as we come around on the driver's side here, really good condition so far. You can see here we've got our plug-in electric hybrid vehicle, which is what the EV stands for, and then coming down from there you can see we've got our really nicely styled 18-inch alloy rims with fantastic tyres on the front here. No gutter rashing at all on those rims, so really well looked after there. Coming from there we'll go to our colour coded mirror with our indicator integrated into it, so really nicely styled. We have our nice chrome door handles with keyless entry, so you can see we've got the key in my button, pushing the button it locks it, same thing, push it again and unlocks the car and you can open it. Really nicely done there. And looking at the condition of the paintwork across the doors, really good condition. You can see here we've got nice clear windscreens on the front and we've got our privacy glass on the back. What most people will do is tint the front window dark as legal and put a clear UV film on the back windows to help with the heat. Now coming down, looking at our rear tyre, really good tread on the rear tyre there, and once again perfect condition alloy rim there. You can see we've got a nice big fuel cap on the right hand side, which is actually for our charge point, so just giving that a push you can open it up and see our plug-in point there. That's where we're going to plug it in at home to charge the car up. And then coming around, as you can see, great condition around the car. As we get to the back now, you'll notice I'll start at the top here. We've got our nice little aerial at the roof there, our high mount stop lamp and our rear wiper there. Coming down you'll also notice we have very nice black slimline number plates with our reverse camera up underneath, and then we do have our colour coded reverse sensors along the bottom, as well as having our fog lamps and down the bottom there too. Now if we pop it open just by hand, the gas struts lift up on its own, and when you come in you'll see up here we do have another control arm. That is because this tailgate is electric, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. Having a look here, we do have our nice unique floor mats here, which are for the hybrid, so they will actually say Outlander PHEV on them, which is really good. And then just putting them forward under the cargo blind here, so I can lift up here, you'll see we've got our charger in there. And then popping it open, we've actually got two chargers, and then popping it open, because they don't run a spare wheel, we've got our pump and our flat tyre group that we put in to repair the slow leaks. So really good there, nice and handy as well. And then looking at our tailgate, you can see here we've actually got our button for our electric tailgate, so if I push that, the car beeps at you 3 times and then goes down as well. Now the really good thing is there, you can't actually close anything in the tailgate because it won't. If you can't do the full cycle, it's going to pop automatically open. And the same for when you're opening the tailgate, because you can do that via the key. If you cannot, so just double clicking the key, you'll see there it flashes and opens up. Now if that can't do its full cycle because it hits something and pushes against it, you can see there it automatically just goes back down and closes up itself, which is really handy. Having a look at the paintwork on the rear bumper bar now for you, right across the bottom here, really good condition. No big scratches or anything along the rear bumper bar there. And then coming around to the left hand side now, we do have our fuel filler cap on the left hand side here. Overall condition of the paintwork, really good around the car. Once again, looking at our rear alloy rim here, fantastic condition and great tyres on there too. And as I come along, having a look at the doors, one little mark just on the door here. Overall condition really good. Looking at our mirrors, no scuff marks or anything on the mirrors, they're nice and clean and in great condition there. Once again, getting to the front left alloy rim now, this is where you normally see the gutter rashing, and as I have a close look no gutter rashing or marks on this at all, so fantastic. Good tyres on the car as well. Now coming back around to the front for you, I'm going to pop the bonnet and go through the stats of the PHEV from the 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine right through with our generator that's in there as well, and go through the fuel consumption there. So you can see when you open it up, you've got your lever at the side here. Straight away you'll see your generator on the right hand side, and then we do have our 2-litre petrol engine on the left hand side. Now the petrol engine is going to produce an impressive 87 kilowatts of power and 186 newton meters of torque. The electric side will produce 60 kilowatts and 137 newton meters of torque, which is really good. Now all that is combined with a one-speed automatic transmission, and then it's an all-wheel drive system as well. So going to get an average fuel consumption of 1.9 litres per 100 kilometres. So out of the 45 litre fuel tank, that is a very impressive 2,368 kilometres on average of driving. Alright, now to the inside of our Outlander PHEV here. Starting on the right hand side and on our door here, you'll see we've got our nice infill just to break up the black on the car, our chrome door handles. We've got our window switches, our door lock and window lock button, and our nice big mirror controls here, which you can see really good for seeing behind us. Now turning my steering wheel to the right here, you can see the FCM button down here. Now that is for the forward collision mitigation that I was talking to you earlier about, which you can change that from far mode to near mode or back to far mode, depending on sort of what traffic conditions you're driving to. Obviously you wouldn't want it in far mode if you're driving through the city. From there, we also come across, having a look, we've got our reverse sensor button there. We can turn our forward collision mitigation off if we need to. And we also have our electric tailgate switch here. So really good if you're picking the kids up. You can actually push the button and hold it and have the tailgate open. Coming up from there, we've got our auto headlights, so we can never have to worry about turning them on or off. And our fog lamp switch there on the bottom. On the left hand side we have our auto wipers here, so we can click it up for mist. One click down puts it into the auto mode, which is really good. And then we've got our paddle shifters here as well. Now that's for the regenerative braking side of things, which I'll go through in a little bit. Now looking at the steering wheel, really nicely styled here, leather wrapped. On the right hand side we've got our cruise control settings, and the great thing there is being adaptive cruise control as well. We actually do have the distance here, so we can go through and change it from 30, 40 or 50 meters, which is really good. On the left hand side we've got our phone controls and our radio controls here, and it's voice activated. Now coming across, having a look at our main command unit here, I've actually brought up our trip information screen here. Now the really good thing is you can see your fuel consumption, you can see how much power you're using on the electric side, and then also how much power your air conditioner is actually drawing out of there, which is really good. We also have, if we go to our audio, you can see it's all touch screen, going through our modes here. We've got FM, AM radio, CD, Bluetooth audio, USB and SD card, which is behind the screen. Simply click the open button and you can see monitor open. So we have our CD slot in here as well as the SD card. Nice and easy to use. Dual zone climate control, so if we turn the fan on, we can have it as one, or if the passenger goes through, you'll see it comes up as dual. Really good to keep the married couples nice and happy, because everyone likes it at a different temperature. Coming down from there, you'll see we do have underneath here, we've got a little key slot, so if our key goes flat we can stick it in there and it'll actually, the car will read that it's got the key. We've got our little button there for our tailgate switch to actually have that active, and a 12-volt charge point there. And then you've got nice storage amount room there, and then we've also got our 2 cup holders. Now coming to our electric shifter here, you can see we've got reverse, so popping it into reverse, as I said before, nice clear reverse camera there with the guidelines behind the car. And then we can go into drive, which will show up just that it's in drive on the screen here. Now the B mode here is for the regenerative braking side, so you can actually change how much braking the car will do the minute you lift your foot off the throttle. So when you're standard driving, it'll always be in the standard B2, but once you change it, the minute you lift your foot off, it'll start regenerating power via the electric motors very quickly for you. And then to put it back into park, it's just as simple as pushing the P button in front. We've got our charge mode, so if we push that, the car starts a petrol engine and will automatically keep running the petrol engine until the batteries get to 80% charge. And we also have our save mode. So really good if you're going to work, you can actually hook these up to your internet and you can actually start the air conditioner and everything on hot days before you get into the car. So really handy there to save your battery so it can actually run that. Our twin four-wheel drive motor button here changes between our normal mode and our four-wheel drive lock. We also open that up so cameraman can see. We've got our electric seat heaters, so for the front seats, and then you can see in our center console here we've got a 12-volt charge point and our USB port there, which is really nice. Having a nice little tray at the top here too, and you'll see the little inserts here so we can bring our cords out without squashing them. Now as we have a look around the car, you'll see the overall condition inside really well looked after. No tears or anything in the seats. And as we come back, we also have the sunroof in the Aspire, which I did forget to mention. Great thing there is we can tilt it open by pushing the button. I'll slide that back and that's tilted up. Or if I push that forward again to close it, I can actually open the sunroof all the way. So really good as far as letting fresh air in. Or if you have it tilted, it certainly lets a lot of the heat out through summer. And then just manually close. So, the other thing too I'll touch on for you is the service history on this car. Now this Outlander PHEV has only done a little over 27,500 kilometres and has great service history. So you can see here the first 15,000 kilometre service done at 6,000, the 30,000 kilometre service done at 22, and then we've done an intermediate service when we got the car at 27,500 kilometres. So you're not going to have to worry about spending any money anytime soon on servicing. Okay, so that's our walk around video presentation for you of our fantastic 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV Aspire. Now I hope I've covered off most of the things for you. If you've got any more questions about the car, feel free to give us a call here at Berwick Mitsubishi on 9907 0555, and thanks very much for watching.